Hey, I want to ask you a serious question, and that is if your work was in a crowd of different work, can people pick out your work and say, hey, so and so did that? I can recognize it from a mile away. Because if not, then that can be a serious problem for you as a designer or as an artist, or a musician, writer, whatever it is, any kind of creative. You need to have your own style and your own voice in order to be successful. That's just pretty much the basics. And so I created a YouTube video that you can go watch, and it is called How to Create Your Own Art Style in 90 Days or Less. Now, on top of that, I am hosting an art style challenge for the duration of the summer, literally 90 days, so the next 3 months. And I am creating daily prompts every day so that you can be on your way to creating your own art style for your design business. And basically, what happened is I found myself in this same boat, right? So, back in January, I quit my full time job. I've been a designer for 10 years and I've always worked for a company and it's been great. But it was time for me to really go solo and go out on my own. And in the back of my mind, I've always wondered, oh my God, could I make it as an independent artist and designer? And so that's what I did starting February 1st of 2019. I was like, shit. Basically, I have 3 months to get my act together and develop my own style because I'm showing at Blueprint in New York and I have to get a group of work together and I don't want to look like an idiot, right? So usually when we're under the gun and under pressure like that, we're able to pull it off. But what I've learned from that is that it really does take about 90 days to develop your own art style. It's not like an annual goal where it's so far away, you're like, I'll get that to that later, blah, blah, blah. It's very reachable, right? 30-day increments of threes. So each quarter, right? It's a quarterly goal, essentially. So it is very manageable, but it still gives you enough time to really make a change and to really see an impact and see your progress. And so join my Design Tribe Facebook group if you're not already a member. And I'm going to be posting daily prompts for your art style challenge. And I want you to post it with hashtag 90 days of design because we want to really, foster this creative community where we can give each other constructive feedback. Obviously, we want to keep it positive, right? Like it all needs to come from a helpful place and we can encourage each other and cheer each other on. But when you're working as an independent designer, you really start to miss that. You don't have a design team in an office. You don't have a class like you do in art school where you can really have that community of other artists. And so that's why I created the Design Tribe Facebook group so that we can really help each other and promote each other and follow each other on Instagram and everything. And so I really want you to share your work in the Design Tribe Facebook group and share it on Instagram because I am going to be resharing all of my favorites in my Instagram stories. So that should, give you some exposure. And I encourage you guys to share each other's works as well. I mean, you want your work to get shared by other people because as soon as your work gets in front of another audience, then that's just that many more opportunities for your work to get seen and for your name to get known and for buyers and companies to find you. Okay. And so you need to do that for other artists if you want them to do it for you. So I encourage you guys to share each other's works. Go to the Design Tribe Facebook group. The challenge starts tomorrow. Yay. So I'm super excited. So keep a lookout on Instagram and in the Design Tribe Facebook group where I will be posting the weekly prompts. They are all based on trends, and I will also be posting trend boards to give you ideas and help you along your progress. And on another note, if you miss a day, who cares? It's not that big of a deal, okay? So with some of these challenges, I get really intimidated, and I'm like, oh gosh, I don't think I can join this challenge because I might miss a day or I'm not going to be able to keep up. And that's why I made this challenge evergreen so that you can go prompt by prompt at your own pace. So if you do that, it is going to take you longer than 90 days. But if you stick with the schedule, you will have your own art style in 90 days or less. I promise you. You have to do the work. You have to put in the work in order to get your own art style. There's no other way around it. You have to create loads and loads and loads of art and of design or of, writing pieces or of music, whatever it is that you're trying to create your own voice and your own style. You just have to do a lot of it and in a shorter amount of time so that you can say, okay, I like this motif, or I'm going to reuse this color palette again. And so everything starts to sort of look cohesive, right? But with that being said, it really is no pressure. If you miss a day, I'm totally going to miss days. It's okay. It's okay. You can forgive yourself. You don't have to be perfect at this, but it's better to try and attempt the challenge than to not do it at all. Okay. And so I really encourage you to join the challenge. It is hashtag 90 days of design, and be sure to watch the YouTube video as well on how to create your own art style, because that is probably the first thing you should do in this challenge. All right. I will see you in the Facebook group and on Instagram. Much love. Happy Friday. Bye, guys.